Okay, welcome to the Meltiverse. We really are a full universe, this galaxy of magic where Melt by Melissa started as just me kind of like this on a kitchen countertop doing what I called brow magic back in the day, and has now really grown into this huge living, breathing organism. It's a community, it's physical locations. We have 2 here in Arizona and counting. We have beautiful products, brow care, skin care. We have Meltiversity, which is our education for other beauty professionals and advanced aesthetics training. We do coaching and consulting for other women who are in the beauty industry and beyond. We really have a pretty robust operation. There's lots of moving parts, and that means there's a lot of opportunities for people to just belong and join the movement. So we are self-care studios. We specialize in brows, lashes, skincare, body treatments, cosmetic tattoos, tiny tats. We are a one-stop beauty shop, but I always committed to never being the Cheesecake Factory of aesthetics. So what that means is that we're not a full menu of all these different options and we're kind of like mediocre at all of them. It's cool. You can't do sweet and sour chicken and penne pasta, you guys, come on. We do brows. We do microblading, we do spray tans, we do a lot of magic. But what's unique about us is that every single Melt Babe, every single artist just specializes in a couple of things. So she really is dedicated to this beautiful craft and delivering it on the daily as the absolute best service possible. Okay, so Melt was birthed January 14th of 2014, and back in the day, it really was just Melt by Melissa. I specialize in one service and one service only, and even back then, before brows really had their moment, before brows were cool, I didn't call it a brow wax or a brow shape. I called it brow magic. And I was simultaneously working like 2 other full-time jobs, but I was so committed to brows being my obsession and really delivering this service to the world, saving it one eyebrow at a time. And I did that for about 2.5 years before I finally signed my first lease on my teeny tiny, like 50 square foot, 1 room, again, just me. And really quickly, once I made that commitment, I quit my other jobs. I went all in on Melt. I went all in on myself. I went all in on this mission and this vision. And it just started rapid firing, like going wild after that. It was so cool. Within a couple weeks, I met Bree, who was our first Melt Babe. She's still with us almost 8 years later. And I started attracting all of the right people and all of the right opportunities at just the right time to grow in a really organic and beautiful and meaningful way. So as I mentioned, we now have 2 epic studio locations. We have the Melt Mothership, which is our big Mac Daddy over in Scottsdale, Arizona. And we have Mini Melt, which is our little sis location over in Phoenix. So my next big dream was to launch my own brow care and skincare products that would coincide with the services that we do. So I've obviously touched thousands of faces. I have touched thousands of eyebrows. And as a beauty professional, I've also had access to the top of the line, cream of the crop, skincare products, brow care products, body care products. And I happen to be kind of like a science chemistry geek too. So I always knew that I would take all the bits and pieces from other lines that I've experienced. I would find the things I loved, and I would find the things that maybe I didn't love, and I would someday create my own. So we launched our brow products in 2016. And back then, clean beauty wasn't really what it is today. One, there weren't really that many brow lines on the market. There weren't that many brow artists back then. So I actually went up to Canada. I went to Toronto and I found a manufacturer there, and I formulated our brow powders, our brow gels, our brow pencils, all of the goodness, so that every single one of my clients could not just walk out of their brow magic service looking 20 out of 10, but so that they could take those clean beauty products, those quality products, and recreate that look every single day at home. And that was really the icing on the cake for what brow magic would become. Fast forward a few years later, it's 2020, we just opened the doors on our big mothership location. I just gave birth to this massive baby, this massive project. And what do? I decided to just really quickly get pregnant again with this new idea. And I was like, this is the time that I'm gonna take this huge leap and I'm gonna start the formulation process on my own skincare products. So it took almost 3 years in the making. It was definitely a longer conception than I was prepared for. It required a lot of grit and resilience and ingenuity. And today we have a really incredible skincare line. It's not just clean and non-toxic. It's not just top, best quality ingredients only. It's not just really effective and results driven. It's not just delicious and enjoyable and helps create that melty moment for ourselves when we use them and smell them and feel them on our skin. They're not just beautiful on the shelves. For me, every single solitary part of that recipe was a non-negotiable. I was willing to take the time. I was willing to cross every single T and dot every I to make sure that they were the perfect finished product, and I couldn't be more proud of them today. We use them, of course, in our studios, in all of our services. They're sitting on our shelves, and I'm so honored when I think of the fact that they're sitting next to sinks. They're sitting inside showers, and they're being used by humans all over the place who might not live near a melt location, but can actually have that contact, that melty moment every single day in their home care and can feel really, really good using these products. Okay, so similarly, some of these creations have actually come to me. I really believe in this idea that there's this swarming soup of inventions or ideas that get impregnated into our minds because we're the ones that are meant to birth them out. So in 2016, I found myself in an interesting situation. I was actually a brand new microblading artist. There were very few. This was when microblading was just coming on the map, and I was one of the only artists in Arizona. And if I do say so myself, I was putting out some pretty flawless work. And suddenly, so many women were coming to me wanting me to teach them how I did what I did. These were women who were maybe new artists, but a lot of them were artists who had taken other trainings and never been able to microblade a real living model because they didn't quite yet have the competence or the confidence. So this essentially became the birth of Meltiversity. I started training other beauty professionals because it felt like, hey, I'm here to revolutionize the beauty industry. I'm here to help clients everywhere have epic experiences. So I don't need to be the only amazing microblading artist and keep all my secret sauce secret. What I actually need and want to do is share it with as many people who want a little piece. Break off a little piece of this Kit Kat bar. Because when there are more amazing artists out there, when there are more amazing service experiences, more really does create more. I knew that when people had a great microblading experience, or a great lash extension experience, or a great fill-in-the-blank experience, they would be more likely to send clients our way, send clients your way, and really keep the beautiful world spinning. Oh yeah, so I'm Melissa. I'm the founder and the CEO of Melt by Melissa, the heart and the brain behind this big living, breathing organism that we call the Meltiverse. And I'm so excited to be on this journey with you. I'm excited to just connect. I'm excited to use my voice. I'm excited to be on the screen, just sharing from my heart what's really inspiring and important to me. In my 10 years, I've discovered that I get asked a lot of cool questions from people, and it's about things that I never knew that they would care to listen to me blab about. So if there is something that you would love to see here on the Meltiverse YouTube, I would love to get on my little soapbox and share it with you. You know what to do. Comment below. Tell me what you want to see. Ask your questions. It can literally be about anything. I'm an open book, and I can't wait to connect more with you here.